Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for coming to the first Hindu Human Rights Forum of the Hindu American Foundation. We've got a interesting panel of speakers today and presentations, and we really hope to highlight some of the human rights problems that Hindus are facing. We're also on a tight timetable because at 6 o'clock there's Aarti and we have to end by then, and we hope at the end you'll also join everyone else at the mandir for Aarti. So what our program tonight, this evening is going to be is first showing a 10-minute presentation on the Hindu American Foundation, since some of you may not be familiar with it. It's available on our website and also on YouTube. And after that, Samir Kalra, who's part of the Hindu American Foundation Executive Council and is our Human Rights Coordinator, is going to give a short presentation that kind of gives an overview to some of the human rights problems. And then we're going to have 3 speakers, and I'll be introducing them later on. At the end, we want to have some time for question, answers, and discussion. And then I'll introduce Bhuvan once again. Bhuvan's from Southern California. He's a Malaysian Indian involved in the human rights struggle for Malaysian Indians and Malaysian Hindus. He was born and educated there and lived in Malaysia for 33 years, and has been aware firsthand about the apartheid policies of the Malaysian government. For 50 years, the policies, as he's going to explain, essentially marginalized the Indian community there, particularly the Hindus. And in response to the brutal handling by the Malaysian government of the peaceful protests of November 25th, 2007, and the unlawful imprisonment and denial of basic health care to 5 Hindu leaders, including Wetha Murthy, who you saw as the chairman there. Bhuvan and fellow Malaysians, some of whom are present here, organized the LA Roses Rally in February of this year and a rally in San Francisco on March 22nd. And the Hindu American Foundation on all these issues will continue to do work, but because Malaysia is right now a very, very important issue where we have some leverage, we hope to do some more work here locally with that, on the issue of Malaysia's human rights treatment of Hindus. So with that, I'll give it to Bhuvan.
Thank you, Dr. Mohani. Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Malaysian Indian community, I'd like to thank the Hindu American Foundation for giving us an opportunity to come and speak here with all of you, and to also thank all of you for attending. Malaysia became independent in 1957, and the constitution was framed in such a way at that time to be supportive or in favor of the majority Muslim community. The minority Chinese and Indian communities have had their rights curtailed, as you would say. Now, over a period of now 51 years, this constitution has been amended 600 times. No other country has had that. This is an average of 1 amendment per month. And all of these amendments were done in such a way to again award more rights to the Muslim majority and to deprive rights from the minorities. Now, the Chinese also comprise about 20% of the population, the Indians 8%, of which most of the Indians are Hindus. Okay, so being the smallest population, we ended up having to suffer the brunt of that policy, and we have suffered much. From 1957, what was a trickle of removal of rights became, under the rule of Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, the 4th Prime Minister of Malaysia, before the current one, a torrent, a waterfall. Okay, we got swept under big time. What was a trickle of temple demolitions since about 25 years ago has now grown. Until now, 15,000 Hindu temples have been demolished.